me reason why I let you paint the sky so blue.
Dear God, or whatever you would like to be addressed as, sir. Prayers. Well, I suppose today I feel fear. What fear do I feel? Well, I have the usual fear that I am talentless. It's a strange fear that I have. I'm sure many can relate. God, can you relate? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I feel fear that all of my efforts won't amount to anything because I don't have any kind of baseline talent to bolster them. This in regards to my writing, my work assisting filmmakers. I've been writing a job application. Not a job application. I've been writing an email for a possible opportunity for a possible position. And yesterday I found out that the position had been filled. So I just drafted up a text version or a written pen to paper version of a follow-up email I'm going to send. Bit of a desperate email, but regardless, I'm going to give it a shot. So yeah, perhaps these feelings are reactionary towards this somewhat minute rejection from a shot in the dark. So I pray that my future may take me wherever it needs to. And I pray that this self-consciousness that I haven't experienced the success that, well, okay, how best to put this? I feel like I have experienced a fair amount of success logically. However, subconsciously and financially, the success doesn't exist. So I pray for that. I pray for just a little bit of that. What else? Perhaps part of my feeling unsuccessful has to do with the way my ambition has somewhat eaten away at my capability for gratitude. Gratitude used to be such a core part of who I am and how I feel and where my mind goes. And since becoming an ambitious young lady, I no longer feel like I have everything that I need. And it's a bit of a push and pull, right? Because ambition convinces you that you are deeply tied to something that you have yet to achieve, or that fulfillment will come from some external source, etc., etc. Whereas gratitude, the source of happiness, will remind you to be grateful and to appreciate all that you already have. So it's been a bit of a spiritual tightrope, balancing those two things. And now, oh no. But anyway, here I am praying at a church. So, that concludes my prayer, God. Hope you're sliving up there. Oh God, okay. Blondie out, end of prayer. Okay. Okay, are we recording? Well, firstly, as you can tell, I got new gear. I'm back in my room. I brought the lighting with me. I can't seem to leave it. You know what I'm doing? I'm stalling. Okay. I think I'm going to use this video as a therapy session. Talk about the various emotions I've been feeling since being home after leaving the UK. Let's start with the positives, because that's a great place to start. I got a job. I got a really amazing job with a lot of freedom, a job that allows me to travel. It's completely online and remote and will help me to practice in something that I care about, which is really exciting, and I'm really glad, and I am so lucky and so thankful. Now on to the hard parts. This is for anyone who, like me, coming home to a place where they're from, they don't have super close relationships. Well, I do have close relationships, I guess. But perhaps in London, I was a bit spoiled with social interactions. And coming home, you're with your family, and, you know, people's scopes of life vary. And it's a bit jarring coming home to my family where, you know, a really big problem here doesn't even, like, cross a blip in my mind back with my friends in London. So it's been a bit frustrating, just a little bit. I guess, like, you know how sometimes, like, older people get upset about loud noises? You know what I mean? Like, that's an example, I guess. Yeah, that's not very much to complain about. And I'm really lucky for the space that I'm in. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. We all know about that. I think the main thing is, now that I have so much time alone, and I was really able to distract myself in London in the past couple months, I think certain things that happened quite a while ago in London have really begun to catch up in my mind. And I guess for, like, the past 6 months or so, it's a lot easier now. But maybe 6 months ago, or actually more, almost a year ago, something really intense happened, which I documented on this channel. I don't know if you're picking up what I'm putting down. But I think, like, that event kind of planted, like, what I felt for a long time was like a rotten seed inside me. I know that's so tragic and sinister, but that's really how I felt. But this feeling, it wouldn't come about when I was with other people. It would only come out in, like, the dead of the night, or, like, right before I go to sleep, where I would, like, feel very unloved and, like, what the fuck am I doing? And just be filled with fear and panic about what I'm doing with my life and how much I still feel like I have to achieve, which I'm not where I want to be yet. Obviously, as an artist, I'm young, especially as a filmmaker. Anyway, that's a tributary of this conversation. But all these feelings would kind of hit me like a brick before going to sleep, especially if I woke up in the middle of the night, like, with anxiety, really intense amounts of dread, and feeling rotten, and feeling like I veered so much from the person that I once was, or the person that, like, someone that I would respect, someone that, you know, my younger self would want me to be. And that's what brought me to nihilism, which was the video that I recently released, that I dropped. But yeah, I don't know if anyone can relate to that. But basically, I'm gonna share now with you, as best I can, ways that I have dealt with these feelings now that I'm home and I don't have any, you know, like lots of parties and constant socializing to distract me from these feelings, and I really have to be super honest and genuine with myself at this time. I might try and go to therapy. I suppose the first... Oh, is my battery really gonna die? Yeah, let's end the video here. My first tip that I have for myself is going outside. Wow, that's really perfect time for my camera battery to die. That's kind of funny. Yeah, basically, wait, let me do it. Basically, my tips are not going to be transcendent. They're not. I, more than ever, feel genuinely just like a random person who doesn't have any new advice, which is its own kind of humility, which I think is really healthy. It stops me from being like an asshole, you know what I mean? But my tips are like annoying, so just like they were in the last video, if you notice a trend. Yeah, so I always go outside, especially at hours of transformation, like sunrise and sunset, and something that I'm realizing really makes me feel like shit is when I spend a lot of my day YouTube or watching things. Sorry, I'm so busy changing the world right now. I think you already know what to do, you know, just have to do it, which is the hardest part. I really feel like so much of the advice I have, and I don't even want to call it advice, I feel like unworthy to guide people, or I feel like that my opinion and my words aren't resonating or aren't profound enough to resonate. I don't know. Yeah. I guess basically, as an artist, I'm part of that rotten feeling that I had, that I in moments where I spend too much time watching videos, or I'm inside editing all day or something. As an artist, in those sad moments, feel like I'm not that I'm not capable of doing the things I want to do, and that I don't have enough connections, and I don't have enough of this, or enough of that, etc. Because I don't have, the daily routine of Albert Einstein or whatever. I'm sure many of us can relate to that. I think it's important to know and to internalize that every single capable person, every single successful person has a different way of doing things. My friend came over the other day, hi Ella, and told me about a painter who said, like, oh, I can't paint for more than an hour a day, which is nice, like, she's doing great. So there's so many paths to where you want to be, and even if you work super, super hard all day, that doesn't actually guarantee anything. I mean, it guarantees that you'll have done that much work, but it doesn't guarantee that all the work you do is valuable or is successful. It just depends on your process. And probably factually, if you work that hard every day, you will get to where you want to go sooner. It will also leave you a bit worn. It's not gonna be as easy to be happy when you put so much of your self-worth and purpose into just writing or just painting or something, so much of your self-worth in the success of your artwork. But that's just, I guess, one paradigm that I've been looking at that stuff from. I mean, there's so many ways to look at it. I guess I'm just in an epoch of like self-consciousness, and it's a nerve-wracking, especially when I don't have the support and safety net of a friendly community as much here, or with people that I'm as close to. That being said, again, to the brighter stuff, it is so spectacularly beautiful here, and I feel so lucky to see the flowers bloom, which is a really beautiful thing. And I'm also so happy about this job because what it really means is that I can go back when I want. I mean, for as long as a tourist visa will have me, really. Which is kind of a long time for an American. Well, that's the end of my super long ramble. Please let me know in the comments if you are feeling the same way at all. Yeah. Please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. And in the comments, let me know what videos you'd like to see me make. I have a couple that I'm planning, but I'm quite busy, so I won't really be pumping them out as fast as I otherwise could. Although, honestly, I think I'm gonna do a haul for the next video because I really want to get over feeling weird and like a pick-me girl about doing a haul. I'm too proud to do a haul, even though I buy clothes like the rest of us. I hope that your guys's internal battles are as menial as mine. I hope that the rain or the sun or the sleet or the snow or the shade or the mist is blessing you in the tip of your nose and your heart. And remember that your core and your center is born of love, and that acknowledging yourself, checking in with yourself, is an act of love. You're healing your fear by confronting it. I heard someone say that it's a beautiful activity if you're feeling panicked about like where you are in life is to speak to yourself like you have already achieved all those things. Allow yourself to feel it and bask yourself in that sensation. I do that sometimes on my walks now, although it's hard for me to believe it. Still, it's a really good practice, and that kind of positivity helps to slowly mend that rotten feeling that I had previously told you about. Okay, love you guys.